Hi everybody, welcome back. Thank you so much for watching. So I've wanted to do chattier videos for a while now, and I kept putting it off and putting it off, and then I kept talking myself out of it because I was just convinced that nobody would be interested. And just recently I've noticed from watching other people's videos and reading comments on other people's videos and just, reading comments on other places, I've noticed that people seem to connect more with YouTubers and project planners who put themselves out there. And I tend to leave my project updates as just that. I don't tend to include a lot of personal talk. I just kind of like, this is, my palette I'm working on, this is my progress, this is how I use my shadows. I don't get into any personal stuff. And I don't really do videos where I chat a lot. I've done the occasional chatty get ready with me, and I definitely do those if people are interested. I just thought I would try this format out where I can just sort of casually sit back, got a drink, just, talk with you guys about a couple of topics specifically relating to my no-buy, which I'm going to get to. And I understand people will watch people that they like to watch, and there might be somebody or a lot of people who don't like to watch me for whatever reason. There might be people who really do enjoy watching my videos. I want to encourage more people to come to my channel for the discussion, hopefully for some inspiration, but I kind of get hung up on it sometimes when I see people not commenting on my videos and it's a silly little thing, but I just tend to spin it into something that it's not. So I just need to remind myself that I'm doing this for me, and I'm doing this for you who's watching. I'm not doing it for that person who skips over my videos or, whatever. Anyway, I don't want to dwell on that because, like I said, I want to try and move forward, and I don't want to keep being stuck in that same rut where I keep judging myself and I keep being very critical of myself. Sort of like with my last update for my hashtag 365 days of samples. I just mentioned that I thought maybe I'd cut back on updates because I didn't think people were watching or weren't interested, and like an overwhelming amount of people started commenting saying, no, weekly updates, please, I love weekly updates. So many people made the effort to leave a comment to tell me how much that they enjoyed my videos and they enjoyed those updates, and it's a little bit surprising to me, I guess, because I never think of myself as somebody that somebody likes, and that's deeply rooted in something completely unrelated. I can kind of trace back exactly what is the cause of that and exactly the people who were the cause of it, and it's something that I struggle with like on a daily basis, and it's just overwhelming sometimes to know that there are people who do enjoy communicating with me, and it's amazing. And I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional, and I definitely was not planning this. This was just supposed to be like a little chat. Anyway, forgive me, please. The last time I cried in a video, people it caused a nightmare for me. I had a video back in 2014 where I was really upset in my video, and I was talking about like negative comments I had been receiving at the time, and someone started attacking me saying that like I was just seeking attention and that they had never seen any negative comment on my video, but then come to think of it, like I was, all the things that I claimed were happening, and they were constantly attacking me, and it got to the point they were creating a bunch of fake accounts and spamming my videos with dislikes and comments that they would like thumb up to be like the most noticeable thing on the page. And it was terrible. It was a nightmare. It wasn't until I found out about the blacklist feature for comments that like saved me for that. And I was able to find out that it was multiple accounts because, see, their comments were getting flagged. I still have this operating, so sometimes you might notice that like a comment of yours won't go live on my channel, and that's not because I'm monitoring all comments. I just have that blacklist put up there for my own protection because it was really bad for a while there. And so basically I have certain keywords that are blacklisted. So when someone would leave a comment with one of these keywords, it goes to my to be approved folder. Like I'll get the notification that someone commented on it, but it doesn't show up and I have to manually approve it. So generally I approve it unless it's something just nasty, and that's how I caught that person who had created a bunch of fake accounts, was because I could see all these different names coming up in a list with the same comment that had been like copied and pasted from like 4 or 5 different accounts. It was ridiculous. And that, anyway, that was just because like I got really upset over things, and I know a lot of people were saying like, you shouldn't have done that, and I've seen people who have referenced that in commenting on other people's videos saying like, I know she did that and she shouldn't have. And I'm just like, well, you know, I guess maybe that's also one of the things that has kept me away from making videos like this, is because I am an emotional person and I will cry maybe for no reason. And I had a lot of criticism from that, even from people who I thought were supporting me, people who were just saying like I shouldn't have done that. And it wasn't attention seeking. I naively thought that if I said, hey, can you guys stop being mean, that people would stop being mean. Instead, it encouraged more people. So it's almost like you have to ignore it when it's happening, or just like delete those comments. Anyway, I just thought I would fill you in on some of that stuff, because I know there's quite a few new people who have recently found my channel, and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me on my makeup journey. It is really, really lovely to have you here, and I'm really grateful that you watch my videos and you would subscribe to my channel. It means a lot to me, and it's because people are watching these videos and commenting that I want to keep doing them. And I don't know what I would do without this community of lovely people. And that's the thing, is that I have to focus on the good instead of the bad. I mentioned this earlier in the year when I was talking about it. I think it might have been in my Chatty Get Ready with me from earlier this year, maybe January or so, where I talked about that, about feeling like on the outside of the community. And you know, I still very much am on the outside. You know, like I can fully admit that. It's very obvious. I can tell. Again, totally not the point, and what I'm trying to get over. So I just wanted to say that, just completely be honest. That is what's going on, and I've had a really hard time trying to address it. Anyway, I am doing a no buy. That's the main thing I wanted to talk about. It was that I'm doing a no buy, and that's terrifying to me because I've never successfully attempted a no buy before. I've tried, but I've always failed. Like, I'll do somewhat okay, but then it'll be really bad. Like, maybe I might go a whole month without buying anything, but then the next month I'll buy like 3 times the amount what I would have. So the reason for me doing a no buy, as I said before, I wasn't planning on doing a no buy because it didn't work for me. However, I have 3 reasons for doing a no buy. The first one is I have too many products. I am working on so many projects, and I'm working through so many products, and it's been fantastic. However, I'm still taking new products in, and there's some products that I don't need to. Now, some things that I've taken in have been very welcomed and worthwhile because they're things that I'm missing. And that's what things that I'm trying to start to note. If while I'm doing my makeup, you know, I go, oh gee, you know, I wish I had blank. And then I'm like, oh, okay, I don't have anything like that or anything that can compare to it. So let's do some research and see what I can find. During the Sephora VIB whatever sale, I bought a couple of eyeliners because they were eyeliners I didn't have. If any of you guys watched my Get Ready With Me with the Sweet Peach and Spring Greens, I talked about how I wanted a different color green eyeliner because I had nothing really bright. So I ended up getting a mint green eyeliner during the Sephora VIB sale because I had nothing like it. I had nothing that compared or would work that way. So I was very happy. It was a very good purchase. But in general, I think I have got most of the big gaps in my collection figured out. So I just need to use up the products that I don't plan on repurchasing, get a lot of the stuff moved out, and stop being so overwhelmed, because I look around my makeup room and I'm just like, there's so much stuff and I don't even know where I can put it all. Like, I don't know how I managed to keep accumulating so much stuff, but it happened slowly. And that was the thing that over the even while I've been project panning, even though I've been generally making smarter choices and not making as many stupid ones, I'm still accumulating a lot of things, and you know, a couple of eyeshadows here, an eyeshadow palette, I'll get a lipstick, you know, and the thing, it just sort of keeps building and building. And for every, you know, one eyeshadow palette I use up a year, if I'm taking in 3 or 4, something's not adding up, right? Now, I'm not really gonna stop long term because, I mean, realistically, I have enough makeup to last 3 years, but that's not gonna happen. And, you know, I'm trying to stay somewhat faithful to expiry dates, more or less. There's some things you can definitely use for a lot longer period of time, sort of like eyeshadows. Cream products, I'm definitely trying to stay within like the recommended guidelines, and I definitely pay attention to any sort of weird smells or textures or any weird looking things, because I don't want to put that anywhere near my face. So I'm definitely being careful. So I just thought the no buy would be a good thing. Second is financial. As many of you may know, I'm currently on maternity leave and will be until September when I'm supposed to go back to work. So my income is about half right now, and I've still kind of been spending my money like I did previously when I had a lot of disposable income. So pre-baby and when I was working full-time, it's a whole different thing than having to pay for the stuff that William needs and not having as much income. So I just have to be very careful with that. And I do have a lot of bills. Found out that I owe the government some money from taxes. I've got a furniture bill coming up that's going to be due in September, just before I get my first paycheck back from work. So I've got to think about all those things. But then there's the third thing, which ties in with the previous two, and that is I am going to IMATS in Toronto in October, and I'm so excited. I'm going with my sister, and I love spending time with her, and I love shopping with her, and we both really are very passionate about makeup, and it's always just like one of my favorite things ever to go shopping with her. So I'm really excited for that. But IMATS, for those of you who don't know, it's the International Makeup Artist Trade Show. There's a lot of makeup there, guys, and there's a lot of deals, and I'm definitely going to be making up my wish lists because I want to get my like 40% off makeup forever. It's happening, and I want to not feel overwhelmed with the stuff I want to buy, and I also don't want to feel overwhelmed when I come home looking at all the new stuff I got and then looking at all the stuff I have in my collection. So I really need to take this breather in order to make the next, 6 months? May, June, July, August, September. Yeah, almost 6 months, because the IMATS is October 1st, and I started the no buy a couple days ago. I made my last purchase during the Sephora sale, and I am done. I am done. I am going to hopefully do replacements only in categories. I'm not going to deprive myself of something that I really love, because you gotta have stuff that does work for you. You can't just have all stuff that's crap or that doesn't work, that's the wrong skin tone, the wrong finish. You know what I mean. So I'm definitely gonna replacement only as much as possible, except for in those very specific cases. I think I can definitely do it though. I've got so many products to go through and so many projects that I don't think that should be too much of an issue. The thing I've got to keep avoiding is the new products, because that's the new temptation for me. It's not the old things. It's not the things that have been around for a while. It's the new things. My one exception, I have to put that out there, is going to be the Urban Decay Alice in Wonderland, the Through the Looking Glass collection. I missed out on the original Alice in Wonderland collaboration because, well, it was before I was really into makeup and there was no Sephora here. I'm a big Alice in Wonderland fan. I have multiple copies of the book. I have multiple copies of Through the Looking Glass. I love the story, and I have quotes of it everywhere. I need that collection for collector's purposes. I've got Alice in Wonderland sweatshirts and, you know, various memorabilia. This is a collector's item for me. I've seen pictures of what supposedly it's supposed to look like, and I'm just like, yes. It's not about the eyeshadow in that case, it's about the product. So that's going to be my one exception, and I'm hoping I can stick with it. So I'm hoping to do more updates about this, but let me know if you guys would be interested, and let me know if you guys enjoy videos like this where I just sit down and chat with you guys and be honest about stuff that I've been thinking about. It feels good to just chat, and I really like being able to communicate with you guys better. So let me know what you think. Thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with me today. I really appreciate it, and I hope I will see you in my next one. Bye.